Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about how women fall in love and what actually happens when women fall in love. So you can have a better understanding of what's going on with her. So you can navigate dating her a lot better. Okay. So first of all, let's talk about the 3 types of women that you'll date. Okay. So there's 3 types of women that you'll date. The first type of woman that you'll date is the woman that will just lose interest in you. So she meets you, she hangs out with you for a bit, and she realizes that she doesn't really like you and she'll just fizzle out of your life. Okay, so that's a woman who basically didn't like you that much. Okay, and therefore she's gone. Okay, but the other 2 types of women are this. So the woman who is head over heels for you straight away, and the woman who is on the fence about you. So she could be swayed either way into liking you or not liking you. So your game has to be pretty tight with a woman who's on the fence about you. Okay, and if you want to learn how to really be a master at turning women who are on the fence about you into women that are head over heels for you, I highly recommend that you go and read my book, Attracting the Beautiful Woman of Your Dreams. You can go read it completely for free on my website. So just go to www.christineloveridge.com and just go to the menu on the website and click on the book. It'll take you straight there. You don't need to log into the website. You don't need to sign up. You don't need anything. You just need to go to the website basically and read the book. And if you want to, you can buy a physical copy too, or you can get the Kindle version. But it's not necessary because everything that's in this is on the website. So you can just go and coach yourself, okay? You don't need to get in touch with me if you don't need to, because I've got everything, all the information I have here is online. I'm not hiding anything from you. I'm not withholding information, and all the information that you need to know really is in this. And it's an easy thing to breeze through as well. You could easily breeze through this within an afternoon. It's not a very long book. It's under 100 pages long. Okay, so you could easily get through that very, very quickly. But I do recommend that you read it multiple times so it can just sort of like stick into your brain. Okay, so we're mostly going to be talking about how to turn the women that are on the fence about you into women that are head over heels for you. Because with the women that are head over heels for you already, you don't have to do much to make them like you more because they already really, really like you. Okay, so I personally would suggest that you only stick to dating those kind of women who are head over heels for you straight away, just because of how easy and effortless life becomes if you do that. But I understand that there are some guys out there that may really get stuck on a woman who's on the fence about them. And it is possible to turn a woman who's on the fence about you into a woman who's head over heels in love with you. But like I said, your game has to be pretty tight. Okay. So I'm basically, you don't really need to know how to keep a woman who is head over heels in love with you, because she's head over heels in love with you. Okay, you don't need to do that much. Okay, you could even make a lot of mistakes. You could even be a little bit needy, a little bit insecure, a little bit lacking in confidence, and she'll still like you and she'll probably still stay with you. Okay, you would have to do a lot of fucking up basically to like put her off. Okay, which is possible. You can like really, if you do enough mistakes, you probably can make that woman not love you anymore. But it takes a lot. Okay, it takes a lot to shake her off you. Okay, if you think of her as like a koala straight away, and it will take a while to like shake her off you. Okay, so anyway, let's get into how then you can turn these women who are on the fence about you then into women who are head over heels. So one of the first things that you need to know about how these women fall in love is that it takes time. Okay, it takes, and when I say time, it doesn't take a long time. It just takes a few weeks of dating and courting her, more than the woman who's instantly liking you. Because if a woman is instantly liking you, then it's instant. You don't have to wait. But if a woman who's on the fence about you, then you need to give her, I would say, about 4 to 6 weeks. Not very long, a month and a half, okay, of consistently dating her once a week. Okay, so if you see her like 5 or 6 times, you go on 5 or 6 dates, by the end of the 6th date, she should be falling in love with you and feeling more comfortable around you. Okay, so why then, and that's a hint by the way what I just said, why then does it take time for those women to fall in love with you, those women who are on the fence? Now, women who are on the fence about you, for whatever reason, they have their guard up. Okay, they have their guard up because yeah, they like you, but they don't really like you enough to like fall in love with you straight away. Okay, Or it could be that she's got other blockages, okay? Like, for example, she's shy, okay? And she may really, really like you, but because she's shy, she just needs more time to warm up to you because she's shy. Or it could be that she's had trouble in the past with men, and so her guard is just up because she's gone through bad experiences with men in her life. Perhaps she picked some bad past boyfriends, okay? And so her guard is up. And it could, but also it could just simply be the reason her guard could just simply be up is because she's not that 100% into you, okay? So because if her guard is up, and this is the crucial element, this is the crucial point, okay? And this is why you have to allow her that 6 weeks to fall in love with you, okay? The reason, right, she can't fall in love with you is simply because her guard is up. If her guard is up, this is important, okay? If her guard is up, there is no space yet in her heart or in her brain to fall in love with you. There is no space. Because if her guard is up, right, she can't relax into those feelings of love and to feel that romantic energy and her attraction for you. So that's why you give her time. If her guard is up and you're just trying to force things with her, you're trying to get a relationship out of her too soon, you're bombarding her with messages, you're coming on too strong, essentially, yeah, her guard is going to go up even more. She's going to put even more barriers between you and her, okay? So that's where you got to remember, if her guard is up and it's taking her a while to fall in love with you and she's not instantly into you, it's because there's no space yet inside of her for her feelings to grow, okay? And if there's no space for love, she can't feel it. And so no amount of you trying to rush the process is going to make her guard go down. Okay, so you need to be really relaxed about it. You have to be really cool. You have to be really chill and just allow her to just be who she is right now and just give her time for her guard to shrink. So when that guard is down, there will be space then for her to feel love for you. Okay, a woman can't be on her guard about you and be in love with you at the same time. It's just not how it works. So how do you get her guard down? How do you make her feel more comfortable around you? That's probably a better way of saying it. Okay, how can you make her feel more comfortable around you so she can feel those more loving romantic emotions? So the best way, in my personal opinion, is get her to laugh. If you're your funny and goofy self and you're being silly and just having a great time, then that gives her the opportunity to do the same. It lets her guard down, okay? It lets her know that she can just relax and be at ease and let her hair down and have a great time as well, because you're having a great time. And you're facilitating fun and fun emotions and having a laugh, having a giggle, being silly, yeah? So if you can facilitate that, then her guard is going to come down and then those feelings of love can start to blossom inside of her, okay? So other ways that you can do that is when you're talking to her, when you're on a date, bond over shared experiences. Try and find some common ground, okay? This is about creating rapport. So it could be that you create rapport because you went to the same school. It could be that you had the same experiences, you had the same teachers, you had, or you grew up in the same place, so therefore you went to the same places, or you went on holiday to the same places. Try and find some common ground. Perhaps you've got similar hobbies and you start bonding and talking about those. So that's another way that you can get her guard down. Because one of the reasons why people relax, okay, when they're around someone who has shared experiences is because they're like, oh, you're like me, we're the same, yeah? And that's what goes on there. That's how you could, that's, when you've made a new best friend, for example, yeah, and they're similar to you in some shape or form, you become more open to them, don't you? That's why you could easily become, your best friend straight away, right? Because you have that moment, you find a shared common thing and you're like, oh, wow, yeah, and you instantly let your guard down and you can be relaxed and ease around them because you have the same kind of personality, you like the same kind of things. That experience happened with me recently when I went to a baby group and I met another mother who, grew up, basically we had the same kind of background. We like playing the same video games growing up and we instantly bonded over that. And when you do that, you feel more free to be yourself when you find someone like that, okay? When you meet a friend like that. And that's how you can facilitate those feelings inside, more romantic feelings inside of a woman. Because if you've got that shared experience and also there's that added bonus of attraction, then it's much easier then for her to fall in love, because she's like, oh, I can let my guard down. We're the same. I don't have to worry about what you're going to think of me. I don't have to worry about if you're going to like me, because we're the same. We like the same kind of things. So it's about creating that rapport. So you bond over shared experiences. Okay. So another way then is to not smother her, right? To not rush the process, to not because basically you've got to give her space. So what I mean by this is that when you start dating a woman who's on the fence about you, don't be always in her DMs, okay? Don't be like, oh, constantly worried if she still likes you or not. Don't be checking in to see if like she's still into you. It's such a weak and needy thing to do, and I see guys doing this, and actually women do this as well with guys that they really like, that, and they're dating men who are on the fence about these women. They get so concerned and worried about, oh, but I don't hear from him. He doesn't really like me that much. I need to message him. I need to, or the guy is like, well, I need to message her because I'm worried I'm going to lose her if I don't message her, and she's not really responding very well, and blah 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 blah. And they just get into this panic mode, and because they're panicking, they feel like they have to do something. They feel like they have to message her, or they have to say like, what are we? Do you like me? I don't think you like me that much. I need to know if you like me or not. It's just such weak and needy and insecure behavior. Whereas if they just remained a bit more strong, a bit more calm, given her that space, just, instead of being in her DMs constantly, just messaging her once or twice a week to ask her out, if they just relaxed, okay, then, and given her that space to think and, wonder about them, then things would have gone a lot easier and her guard would have come down. Because if you send more messages to a woman who's on the fence, her guard's going to go up even more, because she can sense that you're trying to rush her. She can sense that you're trying to make things happen faster than she's ready to. Okay, and like I said, if her guard is up, there's no room yet for those feelings of romance and love and affection. So don't smother her, okay? Be relaxed, be really chill, be really lazy when it comes to your texting. Be super lazy. Okay, just message her once or twice a week to ask her out on a date. Okay, so let's say you ask her out and you've got a date lined up for Saturday. After the date, if you don't hear from her first, okay, then message her a few days later. Leave it 4 or 5 days before asking her out again. And if you hear from her, in the meantime, if she reaches out to you, then great, you can arrange the date when she reaches out to you. But if you don't hear from her after the date, don't message her, right? Give it a few days and then message her, okay? Show her that you're calm, that you're not rushing her, that you're relaxed and that you're chill, okay? And that will give her the space then to open up and feel relaxed, okay? Because if you're trying to rush things, her guard is just going to go up even more, okay? So that's basically how you can turn a woman who's on the fence about you into a woman that really, 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 really likes you, okay? So I'll just go over them quickly again here. Get her to laugh, bond over shared experiences, and don't smother her. Give her space, okay? But as you can see, it requires a little bit more effort. It requires a little bit more thought, which is why I think it's always the best idea to just date women who you know instantly like you, who it's very, very easy to date. But it is possible to turn a woman who is on the fence into a woman that really, really likes you, okay? So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.